This is the story of a princess and a warrior whose love was powerful enough to challenge an entire kingdom. In a forgotten era of castles, kingdoms, and endless wars, Princess Elara of the Valoria Kingdom grew up believing that love was a weakness and enemies deserved no mercy. Her father, King Adrian, was killed during a battle against the mysterious northern kingdom of Draven, leaving behind a daughter who carried both a crown and a lifetime of anger. Every night, Elara looked at the sword her father left behind and promised herself that she would one day destroy the people responsible for taking him away. Across the mountains lived Kael, the son of the commander accused of killing the king. He was raised as a warrior, trained to fight before he could even understand peace. But unlike the warriors around him, Kael questioned the endless bloodshed. He had lost his mother, his home, and everyone he loved because of a war he never chose. Years later, fate brought them together in the middle of a battlefield. During a dangerous mission, Elara was separated from her guards and surrounded by enemy soldiers. As she prepared to fight until her last breath, a masked warrior appeared and defeated the attackers one by one. When he removed his helmet, she froze. It was Kael, the son of the man she blamed for destroying her family. "Why did you save me?" Elara asked with hatred in her eyes. Kael looked at her and replied, "Because saving a life should not depend on which side of a flag someone stands on." She wanted to hate him, but she couldn't ignore the kindness hidden behind the enemy's face. Forced to travel together through dangerous lands to survive, they constantly fought with words and beliefs. Elara blamed his kingdom for her pain. Kael blamed hers for destroying his people. Every conversation became a battle, but every battle slowly revealed the truth. She discovered Kael secretly helped poor villages from both kingdoms. He discovered Elara secretly protected innocent prisoners her father's soldiers wanted to execute. They were two people raised to hate each other, slowly realizing they were fighting the same injustice. But when their feelings began to grow, the world turned against them. A spy discovered their secret meetings, and rumors spread that the princess had fallen in love with the enemy. Her own people called her a traitor. Her closest friends abandoned her. The king ordered Kael's capture, promising death for his betrayal. Before they could escape, Kael was captured and sentenced to execution. Elara had one choice: protect her crown or save the man she loved. Cantina. On the night before his execution, she broke into the prison and whispered, "I spent my whole life preparing to defeat my enemy. But I never expected my enemy would be the person who finally understood me." Kael looked at her with tears in his eyes. "If loving you destroys everything I have, then I will lose everything, knowing that, for once in my life, I chose something worth fighting for." Together, they escaped, but their journey became harder than ever. They crossed frozen mountains, survived assassins sent by both kingdoms, and lived as strangers in villages where nobody knew their names. They had nothing except each other. But their greatest battle was not against soldiers, it was against their own fears. Elara feared losing everyone she loved again. Kael feared that he was never worthy of being loved after everything his family had done. One night, while hiding in an abandoned castle, Elara confessed, "I spent years searching for the person who destroyed my life. But I found the person who gave me a reason to live again." Months later, war broke out between the two kingdoms. Instead of running away, they returned to face both armies. Standing between thousands of soldiers, Elara removed her royal crown and placed it on the ground. A crown built on hatred is not a crown worth wearing. Kael dropped his sword beside her. A warrior who only knows how to fight will never know how to build peace. Their enemies refused to listen at first. But when soldiers from both sides realized they had all lost family to the same endless war, the battlefield became silent. Years later, people no longer remembered Alara and Kale as the princess and the enemy warrior. They remembered them as the two people who proved that the strongest love is not the one without obstacles. It is the one that survives when the entire world tries to destroy it. I hope you enjoyed the story. For more stories like this, please support with a like, comment, and follow. Or want to hear a specific type of story? Comment your idea below. Cantina.